Hello everybody, this is the Science Exam Review Worksheet for Grade 6 Semester 4, the final term exam at the International School of Innovation. Let's start with the effects of tobacco smoking on your health. Various harmful substances like tar, nicotine, and carbon monoxide, they are found in tobacco smoke. These substances, they are 1 over 4,000 different chemicals. At least 50 of these chemicals are known to be carcinogens. So, various harmful substances including tar, nicotine, and carbon monoxide are found in tobacco smoke. At least 50 of these they are known to be carcinogen. This include tobacco smoking, cigarette smoking, or the hubble smoking. Health problem caused by smoking. If you have asthma, smoking is especially risky because of the damage it causes to your lungs. Rates of stomach cancer among smokers are higher than those among the non-smokers. Smoking slows your blood flow, cutting off oxygen to your hands and feet, so it stops the flow of the blood. More than 85% of death from heart diseases, lung cancer, and bronchitis, they are caused by tobacco smoking. Smoking causes fat deposits to block blood vessels, leading to heart attack. Heavy smoking leads to emphysema. People with emphysema get recurrent bronchitis and they suffer from lung and heart failure. Over time, the air passage will swell up and let less air to get into your lungs, and the brain, the muscles, and the other body tissue will receive less oxygen. What is alcohol? Alcohol is made when grains of fruits, vegetables, are fermented using yeast or bacteria to change the sugar in the food into alcohol. When a person drinks alcohol, it's absorbed into her or his bloodstream. From there, it can affect the central nervous system, CNS, central nervous system, and it blocks the messages reaching the brain. This will alter the person's perception, emotion, movement, hearing, and the vision. Consuming the large amount of alcohol can cause intoxication. People who have overused alcohol may lose their coordination, get confused, and disoriented. So consuming a high amount of alcohol, it can cause intoxication. Consuming a high amount can alter a person's perception, person emotion, movement, hearing, and vision. How is microbe transmission to the body is facilitated? First, through air. Second, through contact with pets. 3. In food, when you consume contaminated food, microorganisms are transmitted inside the body, causing food poisoning. Food must be properly cooked to destroy any potent microorganisms. Germs such as salmonella can be transferred from uncooked chicken. Fourth way is through the direct or the indirect contact with infected people. This is the direct contact with infected people. This is indirect using towel and so on. How to practice a proper hygiene? To practice proper hygiene, you have to make your body an unfavorable place for the microbes to flourish. Antiseptics are used to destroy bacteria growing in the human skin. Wash your hands before and after using the toilet, and before and after each meal to minimize the chance of infection with microbes. So, practicing proper hygiene, you have to do this by washing your body and making your body an unfavorable place for microbes or microorganisms. Second is washing your hand before and after using the toilet and before and after each meal to reduce the infection or the chance of the infection by microbes. The slide is saying how to disinfect the drinking water. Store the water in glass containers exposed to direct sunlight. Add chlorine to the water to destroy any possible microorganism in the water. Follow the immunization schedule. You have to visit your doctor to receive your vaccination on time. Vaccines protect your body against dangerous infectious diseases. The vaccines they contain a small, dead, or maybe weak particle or weak or dead virus that's entering inside your body and making your body more protected against any virus that you are taking a vaccine against. Second, infectious diseases like tuberculosis, which causes infection in the lungs, are life-threatening. This is one showing X-ray showing pulmonary tuberculosis. It's shown inside the lungs. Pulmonary tuberculosis. What is an element? What is the definition of an element? You have to know that element can be defined by as a pure substance is made up of only one kind of matter. This element it cannot be broken down into other substances. So here in this figure we have a water particle. Water is known to be H2O. H2O, how many hydrogens do we have? We have two. How many oxygens do we have? We have only one oxygen. So in this way, we have two hydrogens, one oxygen. So two hydrogens, so the white represent the hydrogen and the red represent the oxygen. Sorry, the red represent the oxygen and the white represent the hydrogen. It's true. In nature, elements are not found in their pure state. Most elements they occur in combination with other substances as compounds. So what is the definition of compound? Compound is a substance formed with two or more elements. Examples about compounds. Salt is one of the most familiar compounds. Sodium chloride, NaCl. Sodium chloride. Sugar consisting of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen is also an example of compounds. We have halite or the rock salt is an example. Nylon is an example also about the compounds. We have fruits and vegetables. They contain organic compounds. These compounds they are responsible for the way the fruit or vegetable smells, tastes, and for its color. Medicines contain many compounds also. Salicylic acid is a compound found in some medicines. Example about this, aspirin. Aspirin is used as a painkiller. Types of compounds. Compounds are divided into acids, bases, or salts. Acids. An acid is a compound that react easily with other substances and turn blue litmus paper to be red. Acids are found in vinegar. Vinegar contains something known by acetic acid. Yogurt contains acid known by lactic acid. Orange and lemon they contain something known by citric acid. We have apples. They contain what's known by malic acid. Aspirin is containing something known by salicylic acid, as we said before. Olive, from its name, olive, oleic. So olive contain oleic acid. Vitamin C found in citrus fruits or in the form of pills is ascorbic acid. Soft drinks they are containing something known by carbonic acid. I said they are used in salad dressings and so on. So you have to know the names of each acids present in each type of food. Bases. A base is a compound that reacts easily with other substances and they turn red litmus paper blue. This is a compound that turns red litmus paper to be blue. Where they are found? Soap and shampoo, they contain mild bases that are safe to use. Glass cleaners also contain a base. And we have weak bases are found in toothpaste and in the baking powder. What is an indicator? Indicator is an example about this. We're talking about litmus paper mainly. So indicators, they are used to find out if a chemical is an acid or a base. They change the colors in acidic and basic into different colors. Example about litmus paper. Litmus paper is an example about indicator. Neutralization reaction. Whenever I'm talking about acid plus base, it gives salt plus water. This is an example about the neutralization reaction. So an acid plus base gives salt plus water. Elements of a chemical reaction. Chemical reaction consists of a original substances, these are called the reactants, and a new substances that are newly formed, these are called the products. So whenever we have starting substances, for example baking soda plus the acid in the vinegar, we start this experiment, they give water plus carbon dioxide plus salt. So baking soda plus the acid, they are called the reactants, while the water plus carbon dioxide plus salt, they are called the products. Conservation of mass in chemical reaction. The law of conservation of mass states that the mass of the reactants is equal to the mass of the products. Let's say this example, we have 48 grams of Mg magnesium react with 32 grams of O2 oxygen. How many grams of magnesium oxide are produced? Magnesium plus oxygen, we call them the reactants, while magnesium oxide is called the product. So the mass of the reactant is equal to the mass of the product. So simply we can add 48 plus 32, it's going to be 80. So the mass of magnesium oxide is 80 grams. Let's start with question number 1 in our exam review worksheet. The figure below represents ethanoic acid vinegar molecule. Here we have legend. The white one is hydrogen, so we have 2 hydrogens. The red one is for oxygen, so we have 2 oxygen. And the black one is for carbon, so we have 2 carbons. So mainly it's C2. Sorry, we have hydrogens in 3 here. I have 4 hydrogens. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 oxygens and 2 carbons. So it's C2, H4, O2. Okay, so let's start first. Give the name of the elements that constitute this molecule. It contains carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Classify this molecular element or molecular compound. Sure, this is a compound and not an element. How many oxygen elements do we have in 3 molecules of ethanoic acid? So first, what are the elements? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. It's a compound, it's composed of more than 1 element. 6 oxygen, since we have in 3 molecules. In 1 molecule we have 2. So in 3, how many times 3? It's going to be 6 oxygen. Question number 2. Read the text below and then answer the questions. Smoking harms both the respiratory system and the circulatory system. Cigarette smoke contains substances harmful to the body like carbon monoxide, tar, and nicotine. When carbon monoxide reaches the blood, it makes it difficult for the red blood cells to pick up oxygen and transport it to the body cells. Smoking narrows the blood vessels, which results in an increase in the blood pressure and in the heart beat. Give the name of the 3 harmful substances found in the cigarette smoke. This is the first question. 2. How does carbon monoxide harm us? 3. What is the effect of smoking on blood vessels? 4. Use your acquired knowledge. Give the name of 1 disease caused by smoking. So, to start with, give the name of 3 harmful substances: tar, nicotine, and carbon monoxide. How does carbon monoxide harm us? When carbon monoxide reaches the blood, It makes it difficult for the red blood cells to pick up oxygen and transport it to the body cells. What is the effect of smoking on the blood vessels? It's called the narrowing of the blood vessels. This will lead to the increase in the blood pressure and may reach an increase in the heartbeat. Give the name of one disease caused by smoking. Lung cancer is one of the most known diseases caused by smoking. Question number 3. The pictures below show the us where some acids are found, but the name of the acids are missing. You have to know the name of the acids. So write the name of each of the missing acids: A, B, C, D, E, and F. Vinegar contain which type of acid? Yogurt contain which type? Orange and lemon contain which type? Apples contain which type? Aspirin and olive. To start with, first part, vinegar contain what's known by acetic acid. Yogurt contain lactic acid. Orange and lemon, they contain citric acid. Apples contain malic acid. Aspirin contain salicylic acid, while olive contain oleic acid. So you have to know each type of food containing which type of acid and which name of the acid. So this one, vinegar contain acetic acid. Yogurt contain lactic acid. Orange and lemon, they contain citric acid. Apples contain malic acid. Aspirin contain salicylic acid, and olive contain oleic acid. If you are given in the lab two unlabeled bottles, one of them contain hydrochloric acid, sure it's an acid, and sodium hydroxide, the other one which is a base. So both are colors and odors, and you can taste them. Describe a way to identify the type of each liquid. You don't know that hydrochloric acid is an acid, and you don't know that sodium hydroxide is a base. How can you identify this? Simply you can use litmus paper. So litmus paper red turns to be blue if the solution is an AOH, and litmus paper blue turns to be red in the presence of the hydrochloric acid HCl. Question number 4. Determine the pH of various chemical products, various common products. We have mineral water pH 7, meaning that the pH 7 is neutral. Lemon 3 is less than 7, so it's acidic. 6.5 it's about acidic. Orange is 3.5, also acidic. Whiskey is 4.3, also acidic. Cola 2.6 acidic. Soapy water 11, it's basic. Wine 3.1 acidic. 7.8 egg, approximately basic. Tomato 4.2, approximately it's an acidic one. Classify the following into three categories: acidic, basic, or neutral. Indicate the most acidic and the most basic. So the pH less than 7 it's acidic, greater than 7 it's basic, 7 it is neutral. Most acidic, as we move farther from 0, from the origin which is 7, from the neutral, it's classified as the most acidic or the most basic. So as we move farther from the 0, from the 7, so I move 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0 for example, or 1 is the most acidic, while as we move up toward 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 is classified as the most basic. So acidic is lemon, milk, orange, whiskey, cola, wine, and tomato. Basic, soapy water and egg. Neutral, mineral water. Most acidic is contain pH 2.6 since it's too far from the neutral. Basic, soapy, contain about 11.7 maybe. So this one is the most basic. Question number 5. Mix some iron fillings with hydrochloric acid. This reaction is hydrochloric acid with iron, meaning that acid plus metal. A salt is produced as well as a gas that gives a pop sound in contact with the flame. Indicate if this is a chemical reaction. Name the gas produced. So this reaction is between a acid plus metal. It gives salt plus hydrogen gas since it gives a pop sound. We have a production of a gas as a chemical, Name the gas produced is a hydrogen gas. Write the Board equation of this reaction. The Board equation is acid plus metal gives salt plus hydrogen gas. You have to know this equation well. Maybe you're gonna have a question about this in your exam. Indicate if this reaction is slow or fast. This will depend on the size of the metal, if it's a large piece or a smaller piece. So pay attention to this question. This part, sure you're gonna have a part in your exam talking about this part. So pay attention to this, study well. Good luck, my students. Bye bye.